So, howdy. I had a really special birthday. I'm 53, and I just wanted to share a little bit of what happened. It was like 1:30 in the morning, around there. I just got woken up with some, didn't really know why, and there's some special, I guess some people are pretty dear to my heart, so I just felt it was for that, and I was praying, and then then God just sort of spoke to me something. I remember, because you're kind of going in and out of consciousness, and I just remember going, wow, God, that's the best birthday present I've ever had. And even before I wake up on my birthday, ooh, nasty little bug. Even before I wake up on my birthday, I'm getting this. And it was just really, really cool. So when I woke up, of course, I couldn't remember it. But I, as the day went on, I had different folks ask to, walk with me or whatever, and I just it unwrapped, and it was just the coolest present that I got given something early on in the morning, between 1:30 and 4, I think I was awake, and then it just unwrapped during the day. And it was just awesome. So I wanted to share a little bit about it because I think it's pretty, anyway, I'll share it. You decide what you want with it. It mightn't mean anything to you, but it sure did to me. And, now I'll backtrack. I realised Jesus shares a parable about a treasure that's in a field, and he says, and the man finds the treasure. Then he goes and sells everything that he has and goes and buys the field. And I just, in the course of this whole deal, I realised that, we see a treasure in a field, the Spirit of God. Yeah, we accept him, we believe he's in our life, and he is. Probably for me, I spent a lifetime seeing the treasure in the field and running back in there to visit it, the things of the Spirit. And then you realise you go out of the field, and I think in ourselves and in our own ability, we miss what he's talking about. He said, the man sold everything that he owned so he could buy that field and get that treasure. We find a treasure in God, and then we go out of the field and we work harder to try to save up to buy that field because we don't want to lose. Who wants to lose? I don't want to lose anything. What do you think we are? Gluttons for punishment? And the fear of that. What if I lose it and I never get it back? And so we work harder. I'm out of my field. I see the treasure of God. I'm going to work harder for him. I'm going to get this thing. I don't know, that it takes a special moment in our lives to be able to be honest enough to see that in ourselves, really. I'm really uncomfortable. I'm sitting on a rock up here I don't even know where I am, but a square rock or somewhere. So rocks are not usually that comfy, but it's a special moment to see that in our lives. We think, it's about control and trying, and really anything we're trying to do or trying not to do is self-made religion. Anything we're trying to control, and it takes a special moment again to where we can get honest and say, hey, I'm trying to control that. And, someone once, watched someone once, they wanted to be free, so they tried to control somebody else to be free. That's not freedom. So we find this field that's just beautiful. The presence of God, the destiny, the purpose for God. And I remember in the night just going, God, if I've spent 53 years in my labours and this is what I've got, nothing, then I'm all done. I'm quite happy to wait to see what that treasure holds. I'll be like, hey man, wow, let's live it, God. I got nothing to lose. And what I find is freedom attracts the free and it repels control. So when people want to be free, freedom will pull them in. But when they want control, they'll leave you alone. And that's all right. That's their journey. Laugh it up. Live big. And So I start thinking about that approach to life. The Bible says, unless you forsake all, you can't see the kingdom of heaven. What's a man profit the world if he gains the whole world? What's it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his own soul? Now, I know we come into church, and it's funny, I bumped into the lady at the lake the other day. I didn't know her, she was walking her dog, I do now. And we were just talking about life and things, and religion came up. And it became so apparent, she said, we said, people that, all of us, as we get into religion, I'm going to sneeze, so I'm going to turn the camera around. Woo-wee, sorry. So, it becomes apparent, people hide in religion, but they hide their pain in religion. So we take our pain, we go to Jesus and we say, oh, God's got my pain. That's BS, that's junk. He does, but we shirk our responsibility. And God's really saying, no, I'll take your pain, but you need to face your pain with me. I don't just take it, you need to face it, because when you face it, it's a good thing, because pain keeps us soft. If we don't feel pain, we're machines. I've had some experiences in the last month or so that sort of just showed me pain, and where God's saying, Scott, sit in the pain. Don't run from it. Don't try to control it. Don't try and understand it. Just let it be there, and I'll deal with it. Deal with it in me. And as you walk with me, empty it and empty it and empty it. And